Hey guys, it's Mick. Welcome back to Cadence of Hyrule. In the last episode, we explored pretty much the rest of the world, which was mostly just Death Mountain, and unlocked Cadence, the third of our three heroes, and learned that we probably won't be able to get the fourth, the Deku Scrub, which is fine because, as I said, I wouldn't be using him. But in this one, if I had the heavy boots, I could just jump ahead to those stairs, couldn't I? But in this one, we are going to be taking on the last of the four dungeons. The Temple of Storms, I believe it was called. And as usual with these new dungeons, we're looking for the shop first and foremost, because the shop should have a piece of heart for us. Sure, let's reflect projectiles with our torch. Why not? Alright, there's the store. And yep, piece of heart for us, which should give us... We need one more for our next heart container, okay. Hey, buddy. No reason to not move on to the mini-boss of this floor. We can just do this to easily take care of the Iron Knuckle, huh? Well, it's the only ring I have, so may as well. And that puts us up here, and our last dungeon item is the lightning arrows. And hitting that switch will change the gusts of wind. Let me down! There we go. Can I light both of these torches? I guess not. Anyway, into the next part of the dungeon. Let's go through the warp so we don't have to deal with that guy. Instead, we have to deal with everything else. Let's place that bomb. And see what the shop has for us. Can't get enough keys! I don't even think there are this many locks in the rest of the game. Well, I guess we're gonna have to deal with this guy, huh? Get over here. There we go. Okay, where's our way to the next floor? Ooh, hello, longsword. What, Oh, you know what? I think that's for Link only. Yeah, it's sort of like a spear, in that it attacks two ahead, but I also believe with it he cannot equip shields, which isn't too much of a big deal in the most, for the most part, except against the Deku Scrubs and Octoroks, but even then, we have the hover boots, so it doesn't even matter. We can just go and grab the piece of heart, and now we have our next heart container. Just push that down, give us an extra way back up. And we can also float up here and not get the glass shovel. Nope. Anyway, boss time. This boss, I think, is the coolest of the four. It's the most unique and the most memorable, I found. You again! Still haven't given up? I'm doing this for your own good, you know. We need an army when the time comes to face Ganon. My fourth champion will beat some sense into you. Power of lightning! Electrify my Glockenspiel's keys! Glockenspiel, based off the 3 and 4, and I think 2-headed Gleeoks from Zelda 1, a dragon with multiple heads. And this one will keep shooting fireballs at you, and then eventually all 4 will shoot lightning at you, and that's signified by the little, like, chimes. Which is actually going to make things a little bit harder for me, because The chimes are delayed for me, so I have to rely solely off of vision for that. Also, when you kill a head, as you can see, they detach from the body and fly around. But unlike the original Gleeok, you can kill these detached heads and make it easier on you. And I recommend you do so before taking the last head of the Gleeok off its body. Because, once the last head is off, then the body itself has a health bar, which I simply eviscerated with my flail. But now it is dead. And this was the boss that gave me the hardest time on my first run as well. But this time it just went super smooth thanks to good Trushy's flail. You got the Glockenspiel! You can feel the powerful magic emanating from it when you hold it. This may help you stop Octavo. Yep, you did it! You defeated all 4 of Octavo's champions! Now we can go to Hyrule Castle and put an end to this! We sure can. And we are gonna do just that. We'll walk up to the beam, can play all the instruments, and the beams will now disappear. Okay, so... Please be kind. But yeah, now that we're in Hyrule Castle, there are 2 areas we can enter. There is the main castle gates, which is the way we want to go if we are going to take the fight to Octavo. But I believe we can also open up those doors to the left if we defeat everyone here. I think might be the requirement. So we're gonna... Oh, it's that switch. That switch we want to press, and that'll open up those doors. So let's just get rid of these hedges. And now we can push this block down. We could have just pushed that other block all over the place, but it's fine. Okay. And now let's just push it onto this flower patch, press the switch, and that'll open the door on the far left. I don't like that my hover boots are almost breaking, though, because I think we're gonna really want the hover boots for this. I don't know if the hover boots are explicitly required for this, but I personally never found a way to do it without the hover boots. So let's do our best to not ruin them. So we'll place a block there. Oh! You know what? I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute fool. The hook shot! And then up here we have the Khalid Bolg. Used only by Link. Deals 3 damage and has 2 range but prevents shield use. Hold R to swing it around. And I will show you just what that means. So let's equip the Khalid Bolg. If I said let's equip it. So we can use the shield button to hold it out, and then we can press a direction and spin like this. You can only turn it left and right from where Link's facing. Trying to turn it in the opposite direction will just move you that way. But you can spin it in circles like this, and it is an incredibly useful weapon. But for now... Actually, I don't think we're going to be able to stick with Cadence right here, because we need to swap characters to get through the beginning of this dungeon. And I believe, yeah, we need to be Zelda to go in here. A purple-haired man came in, took over the castle, and put the king to sleep, saying it was for the greater good. Things don't look so good out there, though. Zelda's lullaby? What do you have to say? I occasionally see flickers of light when I'm in the entrance hall where you came from. If it's Octavo flinging his fireballs around, count me out. So this is Zelda's lullaby, yeah? Why does it wake the king up? It's a lullaby! Oh, was I out? Thank goodness you woke me. I was having a disturbing dream of Hyrule in ruins. My daughter, Zelda. What has happened while I slept? I see. For generations, our family has passed down a special weapon. If you can complete the trial in the vault, take it, and put a stop to Octavo. Absolutely. Okay, so those green bullets will not hurt Link, and the purple ones will not hurt Zelda. And we want a long shot across this, and this will give us the Royal Rapier. Deals 2 damage. When lunging from 2 spaces away, it deals 1 extra damage and knocks back nearby enemies. Passed down by the royal family of Hyrule for generations! It grants heroic strength in times of need for those of noble lineage. Oh, I was about to say, okay, when I started this, I was a bit, lost, and came back to this room a couple times, and it didn't let me use the bow in it, but maybe I was just out of arrows and didn't notice, because I was using the bow to angle myself and try to, like, point myself so I could long shot across the gap and check it out once more, but I guess that wasn't necessary, huh? Okay, we want to light this, and that'll open that door, and now we can enter... We can only enter this room as Zelda once again. We can switch to Link when we're inside it, though, and I'm gonna do that because I want to use the great big, huge sword. It's like, look at this thing, it's bigger than him! But yeah, once again, keep in mind that the purple bullets can hurt Link, and the green ones can hurt Zelda. So, let's check out the shop. Nothing... I may as well pick up some boots, but yeah, there's nothing really needed here. You can also kill these statues, which is very nice. I am going to... A glass longsword? Cool, but I want the Caliphog, so I can just kind of ruin everyone's day like so. But yeah, I'm gonna explore these floors pretty thoroughly, because if I recall, some of these floors have chests on them that you can unlock, and it'll give you unique weapons. And those unique weapons are pretty nice, and I absolutely want them. This isn't one of those chests, this one just contains a key. That's where it came from? Okay, looks like this floor doesn't have anything, so let's just move on. You know what? How about on this dungeon, I switch between Link and Zelda per floor. Does that sound nice? I think that sounds nice. And now we just want to keep our distance from the mini-boss like that, and we'll just destroy him. Yeah, see one of those? One of those chests? A couple of floors have these, and again, if I recall, they have good weapons. Wide attack digs. Great shovel, because isn't Cadence's weapon a shovel? I think so. So now we have a great shovel for Cadence, I guess. Cool. Now we have a map. Doesn't look like there's anything we really need. But I'm gonna check the shop, of course, just to make sure. Just keep... I don't think we're gonna need the keys, but let's stock up. May as well, right? Alright, so now we have an iron knuckle that we just destroy like that. Nope, we want the royal rapier. Alright, Link time. Love Link's just giant screw-off sword. It's so good. Okay. Oh no, deafened! Yeah, in case... Just in case, once again, I'm gonna be looking around the floor just to see if there's a chest that gives us a good weapon. There might not be, but it's always worth a look. Maybe up here, and absolutely not. Alright guys, just leave so I can bust you up that way. Okay. Well, there's our door to move on. I don't see any... Wait, we're gonna want to wait for him to step out before we can do anything about that. What if we... That's not my bombs. I always have bombs on B. So whenever it's not bombs, it's always like, what's going on? Well done, me. Well done. Well, may as well. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any special chest on this floor. So once again, I'm gonna jump into a pit. Gonna grab this chest for a ring, sure. And let's move on. Ah, these guys that are connected. And they're connected both in life and in death. Good night, sirs. And this gives us our boss key, which now lets us go into the boss room and take on Octavo. I can't switch to Cadence and use her in here, can I? Yeah, that's a shame, because I wanted to use her Great Shovel. Deals 1 damage to 3 adjacent enemies ahead of you and digs. So it's basically like a great sword, but it's a shovel. Sorry about that, I was just debating something with myself. I was wondering if I wanted to save Octavo for the next episode or take care of it now. But you know what? Finale. Finales are always longer. Let's go take care of it now. So we just have one more dungeon area to explore. And we can take on the big final boss, Octavo. If I recall, there isn't really much to find. Just an elevator to step on, and that will bring us up to the show. I prepared my champions to face Ganon, but things have taken an unexpected turn. I'll be taking my instruments back now. Perhaps I require a new champion. Let's find out if you are the champion of Hyrule. Prepare yourself. Octavo. Alright, as you can see, it gives us these switch panels here, so we want to be switching between Link and Zelda throughout the entire fight. And also, Octavo will be summoning monsters for us to face, as well as attacking us on its own. We want to keep attacking him. And then each time we deal enough damage to move Octavo to the next form, the crystal he was using shatters. So, as I'm sure you can guess, our goal is to attack Octavo enough to shatter all 4 of the crystals until he gets down here and fights us his damn self. Just like so. Now all of those are done. Now let's switch back to Link to avoid these green. You know what? Let's just tank the damage. There we go. Sure, we're frozen. It's fine. Oh, and now here if you weren't frozen like a fool like I was, you want to keep switching between those. But alas, I am a fool. It's weird that the fireballs don't thaw you out. But yeah, now, again, I think it's a better idea to just ignore the monsters and go for Octavia yourself, or else you aren't gonna reach them. Where did that portal come from? What have you done? You fools! Without my golden loot, how will we defeat Ganon? We have only one final hope. And what is that? Another portal? Could it lead back to Cadence's homeworld or somewhere else? We better go investigate. We better. But yeah, Octavio's motivations are pretty... Well, his actual motivations haven't been revealed yet, but what he's trying to do is pretty obvious now. He's trying to take Ganon down himself by building an army. But, like, he could have communicated that, man. There was no reason for you to show up and be like, yo, I'm taking over Hyrule now. Alright, so we have that. And now we have one last heart container. Ganondorf rules Hyrule now. He found a golden loot that had been snapped in two. He managed to repair it, but over time it corrupted him. He slowly transformed as its power drove him mad. Now a slave to its dark melodies, he is the Beast of Hyrule. So yeah, we are in the future, I believe, when Ganon takes over and ruins our day. And yeah, we are missing one heart container, and that is the one you can buy on the death screen. But I didn't die, so we're not getting it. I believe this portal takes you back to your Hyrule if you need to go back and prepare. But I think I'm good, so I'm going to just move into this dungeon. Oh, you know what? Was there a Sheikah Stone there? I don't actually recall. Because if there was, I could have changed into Cadence. But I guess we are Link now. Which is fine. Link is my absolute favorite, both in playstyle and just in characters, because I love Link a lot. He's one of, like, my main images of a hero. The other being freaking Aragon from Lord of the Rings. Despite Link and Aragon having two completely different aesthetics, they are both just, like, what I think of when I picture a hero. And I like heroes, so they're characters that I like a lot. Alright, so we have our next chest. So, let's just tank that explosion. Let's see what's inside this one. The Kokiri Sword, used only by Link, deals 4 damage to the enemy directly in front of you. Said to be intended for a future hero, this weapon was meant to banish anything in Link's path. Funny how the first weapon in Ocarina of Time is pretty much the strongest weapon Link can equip in this one, huh? It can only attack in front of you, but it deals 4 damage. 5 if you use the War Drum. That's so much, dude! So now that we've opened that chest, let's get the compass, fall into the pit. Now let's check the shop just one more time. Get another key, why not? And now let's go find... I believe the next floor was just up ahead here. Yeah, I believe there was a trapped door that was locked. We must have unlocked it already. Sure, let's switch to Zelda. As I said, I'd be switching between the two for every time it gave me, like, every floor. And I don't intend to back out on that. We're taking so much damage, but we have so many hearts, so it's fine. We can tank the damage. Okay, so we have a blue chest here, which will give us the map. And just... Oh yes, this music. Him chanting along. It's so silly sounding, I love it. There we go. So now let's just look around a little bit more to see if there is a... Yeah, sure, I'll get the reflection. See if there is a special chest. I don't think there is. I feel like it's like every other floor that there is one. Don't quote me on that. We're so low on health. We have 3 potions, though, so we're fine, I think. Well, 2 potions now. If there's anything... Oh, yeah, there is one there, so it is not every other floor. It might just be every floor at this point. What do we got here? The Hylian Flail. Deals 2 damage with extra knockback, in a wide range to either side. This weapon is used by only the boldest Hylian heroes. You heard it here first, Zelda is the boldest Hylian hero. I can absolutely believe it. Link may be courage, but Zelda's the boldest. 2 different things. Very similar. But not quite the same. Anyway, we got our weapons, so let's move on to the next floor. Ooh, the lava floor. Alright, let's just kill everything here with no regard to our own health, because I'm an absolute fool like that. Well, I don't have a ring, so may as well use cheaper shots. Well, I'm gonna have to... Did I not place a bomb? I thought I did. Oh god, so many thorns! Impa's Naginata. You deals 1 damage and has 2 range with poison and life drains effect. Crafted for Impa, the great Hylian warrior. This versatile weapon strikes fear in the hearts of many dark creatures throughout Hyrule. Oh, you bet I'm using Impa's Naginata. Let's just get rid of these plants as soon as we can. Oh, I must have missed a beat when I thought I had placed the... the bomb before. Okay, I have so little health. Anyway, time for the... Ooh, not time for the next floor. First time for... a stone talus, but he cannot move through this wall, so sucks to be him. Alright, now it's time. Alright, as soon as we can switch, we will switch to Link for this floor. Keep away from us! Oh god, 1 health. I shouldn't have let those enemies free, huh? Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I had no delusions that I was making it out of that without using a potion. It's fine. I really blundered myself into a corner there. It happens. That poison should kill you, yep. Okay. It is not giving me an option to change warriors, I've noticed, so we might be stuck with Zelda for the foreseeable future. Which honestly is just as well. She's the hero I started this journey on this time. It's only right that she's the one I ended on, huh? Stop lunging me forward! Ah! I want all of these hearts. I do actually need to heal pretty bad. What is in here? Bombs and keys. Definitely don't need the key. Definitely gonna buy it anyway. Oh, there's our way out. Just keep stabbing with our Naginata, I suppose. There we go. Well, there's still some parts of this floor we haven't explored, yeah? So there still might be a chest, and I definitely want to see what that is, if there is one. Yep, there it is. Okay, what do we got? The Fragarak deals 2 damage and has piercing. Hits the 3 adjacent squares in front of you. A sort of legend, Fragarak is said to have an unstoppable edge, capable of cutting through anything in its path. I sure do like it. Where does this warp take me? Not where I want to go. Alright, we've gotten our weapon for this floor. Let's move on ahead. And we've reached the bottom, have we? And now we're at Hyrule Castle, and it's in shambles. And the front gate is completely constructed over, somehow. And then in here... Okay, here we have a chest. Well... Let's, hookshot across here, I think, first and foremost. And we want to push... No, we don't want to push that across just yet. I remember this now. We want to... We want to freeze it. Here, let's try this with the bow. Oh, you know, no, we don't need to do any of that. We can accidentally... Wait, no, because you can't pick up these blocks. You can pull them, though. Can we push this across this block? No, we can't. Okay. So we'll freeze it like this, and then push it across that way. And now we're up. We got Ellie's Great Shovel, used only by Cadence. Deals 2 damage and digs as you attack, dealing 1 additional damage per tile dug. A legendary warrior named Ellie once owned this shovel, perfect for an enterprising gravedigger. Let's see. Is there a way... Okay, yes, there is a way to switch. I'm absolutely switching to Cadence for this final battle. And we're going to want to equip Ellie or Eli. I'm going to go with Ellie. Alright. I couldn't defeat him alone. But yeah, let's finish this battle as Cadence. And here are Link and Zelda. We made it this far. Help me finish this for good.
So kind of you to bring the remaining pieces of the Triforce to me. You may have defeated that weakling Octavo's toy instruments, but now you will witness the power that has brought Hyrule to its knees!
And the two Ganon, and the 2 characters that you did not break or did not choose are frozen. But with the Fire Rod, you can thaw them both out. And you control them all simultaneously. And how this works is that to deal damage to Ganon, you need to have one person hit him, which will reduce his shield, but will stun the person that hit him. And then you want to move in and attack him with another hero, and that will deal damage to him. Oh, this is a fire wizard. Of course our fire attacks don't do anything to him. Of course, every so often Ganon just stops and goes to play a refrain on the piano. Alright, and now we've defeated phase 1, and he heals or freezes our partners yet again, but we're not going to let those partners stay frozen. Okay? We'll stun him with Link, and then move in and completely whiff our attack with Cadence. Okay, oops, stunned him with both. And Zelda was too far away to do anything about it. Okay, this should do. Move in there and attack him with Link. Perfect. Alright, only one more hit left. I'm gonna go and destroy this coffin as soon as I can. Alright, where are you gonna land, buddy? There you are. And that's 3 damages done, and then there are 3 pieces of the Triforce. Okay, once more, we wanna thaw out our friends. I didn't even register that I had thawed out Zelda. And now, we want to get all of them on a piece of the Triforce. If they get hit, they'll be knocked off of it, but if they stand on it, they'll stop being controlled. And now Ganondorf is defeated. I bowed in the real world, as if anyone can see that.
Ganon, I expected to rejoice.
I'm such a freaking
But not
loser.
only was I still in a different world, I had also traveled into the future of that world. With no hope of getting home, I was completely lost in both time and space. But then Link and Zelda told me about the Triforce that had started all of this. Zelda thanked me for helping to save Hyrule, then told me to picture in my heart what I wanted most of all. Link and Zelda held their hands to mine, and something familiar happened. When I opened my eyes, I was falling. Again. I just hope I land in my own world this time.
And that is Cadence of Hyrule! Oh man, that was a lot of fun. Even the second time, this is just a fantastic game. As I've stated already, I absolutely love The Legend of Zelda, and this is such an awesome concept. I slept on Crypt of the Necrodancer for so long. And hey, Jules Conroy, guitar, and Adri Figueroa for vocals. I know who both of those are. Family Jules and Aegisaurus. I follow both of their works, and I love their works a lot. You should definitely go check them out. Jules is an amazing guitar cover artist, like metal guitar, and Adri is a good vocal cover artist. Anyway. Yeah, I slept on Crypt of the Necrodancer for so long until I saw it played on live stream. And then when this game came out, I never didn't plan to get Cadence of Hyrule because I get everything Zelda. I love it so much. But I did get Crypt of the Necrodancer with it, which I haven't played yet. I really do need to. But regardless, this is a fantastic, wonderful game. And if you are even considering getting it, I highly recommend you do. You should definitely support the great people who worked on this game. And really, I guess that's really all there is to it. It's just such a fantastic game, and everyone involved did such a wonderful job, and I'll definitely continue to keep playing it on my own from here. Because even though, like, the world is randomized, so there is replayability there, but even though the game is mostly the same, with just the tile layout different, but it's still, even with just that, it's still such a fun game to play. Though, I guess I should probably start Crypt of the Necrodancer before I do another run of this. Because I did pick up Crypt of the Necrodancer along with it, because Cadence of Hyrule, on its release, Crypt of the Necrodancer was like $3 everywhere, so I'm like, yes, absolutely. A game like this for only $3? Hell yeah. It's so good. But anyway, that's the end of this Let's Play. I do hope you enjoyed, because I certainly very much did. I will see you back in both of my regular projects. I doubt they'll finish by the time this goes up, because I've been uploading this every day, just because I was so excited about it. And then in whatever I decide to do next. So, thank you so very much for watching. I will see you then. Runtime of 4 hours, 6 minutes, exactly. And total steps, 26,661. Let's see what the leaderboards are. Does that say 21 minutes, 25 or... Yeah, is that 21 minutes, 25 seconds? Because that feels kind of illegitimate to me. And 3,000 step count. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that is... I guess if you run exactly to where you need to go and not fight enemies along the way, and then you're like perfectly... Maybe? I'm gonna... Are there any, like, Cadence of Hyrule speed run? Oh no, Spooty is in here, is the first result. 1 day ago. 20, 21, 25. So I guess that is legitimate. I'm sorry for doubting you, Spooty. You did great. I'm gonna have to watch that later, especially because I originally called it, like, questionable. Now now I'm gonna have to watch it to owe it up to Spooty. Sorry, man. What about step count? It's probably Spooty as well, yeah? Yeah. I feel like time and step count will go pretty much hand in hand. Anyway, catch y'all later.